So I got picked up at 4 a.m. and drove for 2 hours to breakfast and then 1 more hour on the bumpiest road known to man. Here I met a lovely little cat, and then I properly met all of my group. We named ourselves the Sexy Llamas. And then we began the hike. So we were already pretty high up at this point, 3,800 meters. We then walked for 4 hours along the Inca Canal until we reached Saray Pampa, which has an elevation of 3,900 meters, and that's the sky camp. Views were pretty spectacular. We thought that we were looking at Salkantay mountain, but it turns out that that was Humantay mountain. In the end, when we saw Salkantay pop out over the distance, we realised that the other one was even bigger. There it is, that's Salkantay. So we carried on along this Inca waterway, and then this is us coming down into camp. And this is where we met our personal chef, kitchen porter and horseman who accompanied us for the whole trip. This is where we ate our lunch and dinner. Most meals were like a starter, a soup and a main meal that were meant for high altitude. After lunch we climbed up to Lake Humantay, which was 4,200 meters. I actually started to feel a bit poorly up here, but it was worth it. Look at this. I mean, how pretty is that? The colour of the lagoon was just, it really was that colour. And if it was a lot better than that. You were not allowed to swim in it or anything. If it was that cold, you probably wouldn't want to. So I stayed up there probably for about 15 minutes, but then I had to come back down because I started getting a really bad headache. I think probably from the altitude, being up so high. So I left before most of the group and began the descent back down. It took us about a mile and a half up and a mile and a half down, but you're climbing like 1,200 feet to do that at such high elevation. It was hard going. Well, as I got to the bottom, I got to see some horses going to bed, which was lovely because obviously I just love all of the animals, and there were lots of them and they were just walking past me and it made me very happy. Hey horsey. Hello other horsey. Although I think some of these are mules. But yeah, they're all off to bed. When I got back down to camp, we had the first proper look at our sky camp, and here's a little tour of mine. I got the whole thing to myself, which was ace. Yeah, so they have electric and you have this incredible view. That's Humantay mountain in the distance. And then on the other side, that's Salkantay mountain that we were going to. Afterwards had dinner. It was very cold, so I was very glad for that fire. And the temperatures dropped quick. Then we went to bed. When they turned the lights off, I couldn't make a video, but that is literally what we could see. You could see the Milky Way, you could see, it was just phenomenal, shooting stars, everything. So I fell asleep just watching this, you know, more things than I've ever seen in my life above me, and being so close. It was pretty incredible. This is a very fast forwarded bit of route that we did that day, and this is up to Lake Humantay. And yeah, I slept quite well that night because I was knackered and it was freezing, but I had a great day.